They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Brian Arakpo. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
For the Detroit Lions, looking back to last week, they had a tough one against the L.A. Rams. They actually kept up with them for 3 quarters. It went into the 4th trailing by 3, but then Todd Gurley had a couple of touchdowns and Stafford a late fumble, and that would do it.
Yeah, they've lost 5 of their last 6. The bottom of the NFC North now with almost no chance of making a playoff run. But as you noted, they had plenty of opportunities in the game against the Rams. There were a few balls up for grabs on defense. They weren't able to corral. Looked like they had open space in front of them. Might have been a few pick sixes, which could have changed that game.
But instead, now they're 4-8 on a 2-game losing streak.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Stafford to the former Seahawk Wilson for a Lions first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Derek Morgan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Jackson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Double, 10.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. Third down here.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. Being chased out left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Devon Kennard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw is Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he's trying to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
We're rolling. Tight end's right. Set. Waiting. Back 54.
Now Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Tag 50.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Stafford now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. They pitch it out to Johnson. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Ready. 180. Double right.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Caught. It's Ellington. Unable to... And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bruce Ellington, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 13-7. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Charles, the Tennessee Titans are a bit of a tough team to figure out this year. 6-6, they did win last week against the Jets, but if you just look week in, week out, very inconsistent.
They have been, and that's been their downfall. That's why they're 6-6, and every time it looked like they were making a pretty good run and getting themselves into a nice spot, they take a loss or two and bring themselves back to the pack. But I do like their schedule the rest of the way. Short week, Thursday night coming up. They do host Jacksonville. Then they're at the New York Giants, at home against Washington, and at home against Indianapolis. They have an opportunity in front of them if they seize it. But real quick, Thursday night football, you think Jacksonville, Tennessee, right? It feels like they play every year. The Color Rush uniforms are not mandatory. Will they go with the mustard yellow? And will Tennessee go with the light blue?
Let me just say this. I hope that there's no mustard yellow. That's my only vote. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, it's Lewis, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. So here come the Lions now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And on the left side here, Wilson. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Stafford. The completion to Riddick. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing is Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
21.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Jones from 6 yards away. And the Lions have tied it. If they hit the extra point, they'll have the lead. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. A first down throw for Mariota. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. 3. 1.
Here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before the break, Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ezekiel Ansah able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Dumps it off to Lewis.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, Mariota. That's to his running back, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mariota to sneak it. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Marcus Mariota, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And now Mariota and the Titan offense, they're going to line up to go for 2. Mariota to throw it this time. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Look at the spin. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the toss, here's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They go to Johnson again. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Roberts with it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
3 down. Set. Lady.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Drill right, 22. Set, waiting.
On second down, here's Stafford. He finds Reddick, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
All right, boys, here we go.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. To throw on second down. Stafford, they'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Mariota. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
The Titans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
all you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 18. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Uses the spin, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Glover Quinn there on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
First target, first catch, and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Mariota on first down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. He'll look to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. 11. He's back to throw. Open man is Galladay, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 22! They'll look to throw. Connects it to Roberts, right side. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Now it's Stafford. He hits Riddick underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Stafford going to come up first and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive.
Let's go here.
Now Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.